What if the way we're running our economies is running our planet into the ground? A thought-provoking question, isn't it? Let's delve deeper into this paradoxical situation. Our planet is in a precarious state. Climate change, deforestation, air and water pollution, loss of biodiversity, these are not just buzzwords. They are real critical issues that are shaking the very foundations of our existence. And at the heart of these environmental crises lies a fundamental problem: our economic systems. For centuries, our economies have been driven by the principle of growth at all costs. But this growth has come with a heavy price: the health of our planet. We've been extracting resources, burning fossil fuels, and creating waste at an alarming rate, all in the pursuit of economic prosperity. But what if this prosperity is short-lived? What if we're just borrowing from our future, leaving a debt that our children and grandchildren will have to pay? This, dear listeners, is where the concept of sustainable economics comes into play. Sustainable economics is not just about green businesses or renewable energy. It's a whole new way of looking at our economies. It's about creating economic systems that not only deliver prosperity today, but also ensure the well-being of our planet for generations to come. In sustainable economics, growth is not measured by how much we produce or consume, but by how well we meet our needs without compromising the ability of future generations to meet theirs. It's about balancing economic development with environmental conservation. It's about making our economies resilient and adaptable, capable of withstanding environmental shocks. And most importantly, it's about ensuring that the benefits of economic growth are shared equitably, leaving no one behind. The journey towards sustainable economics won't be easy. It requires a radical shift in our thinking and a fundamental transformation of our economic systems. But it's a journey we must embark on, because at the end of the day, the sustainability of our economies and the survival of our planet are two sides of the same coin. It's time we rethink our economic models, placing sustainability at the core. Economic growth doesn't have to come at the expense of the environment. Now more than ever, we're seeing a remarkable rise in green businesses. These are companies that have managed to strike a balance, prioritizing sustainability without sacrificing profit. Let's take a look at some of these trailblazers. From solar energy startups harnessing the sun's power, to sustainable fashion houses making a statement with recycled materials, the landscape of business is changing. Tech firms are developing apps to reduce food waste, while others are creating biodegradable packaging solutions. Big or small, these businesses are transforming traditional industries with their innovative green approaches. They're proving that it's not just possible to do well and do good, but that the two often go hand in hand. These businesses are not just surviving, they are thriving. They are showing us a new way forward, a way that combines economic prosperity with environmental stewardship. These businesses prove that sustainability can be profitable, but the change can't stop with businesses. Our entire economic system needs a green overhaul. A green overhaul sounds like a hefty task, doesn't it? But let's break it down. Economic models have traditionally been built around the concept of growth. The more we produce, the more we consume, the better off we are. But this model overlooks one crucial aspect. Our planet's resources are not infinite. Here's where the idea of integrating sustainability into economic models comes into play. It's about shifting our focus from growth at all costs to a more balanced and sustainable approach. What does this mean in practical terms? It means rethinking our definition of success. Instead of equating success with endless expansion, we need to start valuing long-term viability and environmental stewardship. It's about creating an economy that can thrive not just today, but for generations to come. There are multiple benefits to sustainable economic models. They promote resource efficiency, minimize waste, and encourage a circular economy where resources are reused and recycled rather than discarded. They also foster innovation, as businesses and individuals are incentivized to find more sustainable ways to produce and consume. But don't just take our word for it. Experts across the globe are advocating for this shift. Economists, scientists, and policymakers are all joining the chorus, acknowledging the need for an economic model that puts sustainability at its heart. Take Professor Johan Rockström, for instance, the director of the Potsdam Institute for Climate Impact Research. He argues that we need to decouple economic growth from environmental degradation. And he's not alone. A growing body of research supports this view, highlighting the potential of sustainable economics to drive prosperity without depleting the planet. So, while the shift to sustainable economic models may seem daunting, it's not just possible, it's essential. It's about safeguarding our future, ensuring that our economy serves us without sacrificing the planet. Sustainable economic models are not just possible, they're necessary for our future. This isn't just a local issue, the world is taking notice. Now let's talk about some of the global initiatives towards sustainable economics. The Paris Agreement, a legally binding international treaty on climate change, is one such remarkable effort. It aims to limit global warming to well below 2, preferably to 1.5 degrees Celsius, compared to pre-industrial levels. Then we have the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. These 17 ambitious goals are a universal call to action to end poverty, protect the planet, and ensure that all people enjoy peace and prosperity by the year 2030. They encompass everything from clean water and sanitation to responsible consumption and production. These global initiatives demonstrate a shared commitment to sustainable economics. They underline the importance of a collective effort, because when it comes to sustainability, every decision, every action counts. Together, we can make a global impact. Let's move towards a greener, more sustainable future, one step at a time. The road to sustainability isn't without its bumps. As we journey along this path, it's evident that implementing sustainable economic models is no easy task. It involves a complex interplay of technology, policy, and societal change. We have to grapple with the inertia of existing systems, the cost of new technologies, and the challenge of convincing businesses and consumers to adopt sustainable practices. Yet, despite these hurdles, we've seen remarkable triumphs. Companies are innovating, creating products and services that not only are eco-friendly, but also economically viable. Governments are setting ambitious targets, striving to balance economic growth with environmental preservation. There's the impressive expansion of renewable energy, a sector that has grown exponentially in the past decade. And let's not forget the rise of impact investing, supporting ventures that generate both financial return and positive social or environmental impact. Every step towards sustainability is a victory, and we're taking these steps together for our planet and our future. Scene script. Let's take a closer look at the places getting it right. First stop, Denmark. This Nordic nation is a pioneer in wind energy, with wind turbines generating more than half of its electricity. But it's not just about harnessing the breeze. Denmark's holistic approach to sustainable economics involves a comprehensive plan, integrating environmental concerns into every sector, from food production to transportation. Next, we head to Costa Rica. This Central American gem has made remarkable strides in ecotourism, showcasing its rich biodiversity to the world while maintaining and protecting it. The nation is also a global leader in renewable energy, with nearly all its electricity coming from renewable sources. Costa Rica's commitment to sustainable economics has transformed it into a global model for green growth. Moving on to the land down under, Adelaide in Australia has become a beacon of sustainable urban planning. The city's innovative water management systems, ambitious recycling programs, and focus on renewable energy have made it one of the world's most sustainable cities. Adelaide's success story demonstrates that sustainable economics isn't just about the big picture. It's also about making a difference at the local level. Our final destination is Germany. This European powerhouse has been a trailblazer in the transition to a green economy. Germany's Energiewende, or energy turnaround, is an ambitious plan to shift from fossil fuels to renewable energy sources. This bold move has not only reduced emissions, but also created jobs and spurred innovation. Each of these case studies tells a unique story, but they all share a common thread: a commitment to a sustainable future. They've shown that integrating sustainability into their economic models isn't just good for the planet, it's also good for business, for job creation, and for societal well-being. These examples show us that a sustainable economy is within our reach. So, what's next for sustainable economics? As we peer into the crystal ball of the future, we see a world where sustainability is not just an option, but the norm. Emerging trends suggest a shift towards circular economies, where waste is minimized and resources are continuously recycled. We're also seeing the rise of green technology and innovation. From renewable energy to sustainable agriculture, these breakthroughs are set to revolutionize our world and redefine our economic systems. In addition, more and more businesses are recognizing the value of having a sustainable model. They're not just looking at the bottom line, but also at their impact on the planet and their responsibility towards future generations. The future of sustainable economics is also about inclusivity. It's about ensuring that everyone, regardless of their background, has access to the benefits of a sustainable economy. We're on the cusp of an exciting new era, the era of sustainable economics. The future is green. Sustainable economics is more than a trend, it's a necessity. We've explored the rise of green businesses, economic models, global initiatives, challenges and triumphs, and inspiring case studies. Looking forward, sustainability is the future of economics. Embrace the green revolution. Subscribe to Docu Explorers for more on the topics that matter.